Hi everyone, it's John. I'm in Zaporizhia, Ukraine. I get a lot of questions about why am I here. Well, I've always been interested in things. While the 1990s, that decade, was what I call the lost decade in my life. Before that, I wanted to know what law professors, law school, what was that all about? What was graduate school all about? Much less wanting to know what judges and courts were all about. Well, I got through law school, passed the bar, and then I had a little bit of my taste with the legal system. My head butted with the court's head, and that was my lost decade of the 1990s. I eventually came around and gave it another shot, and in the 2000s I started to practice law in Milwaukee County. I started to practice criminal law. I guess I just was not so interested about lawyers and the court system. I was more interested I was bored. I was simply bored. So in any event, I did find out what the court system was like, what lawyers are like in Milwaukee County, what judges are like in Milwaukee County. And I would say that there's been a giant shift from the lawyers and the judges who practiced and presided the first 15 years, if not a little bit more, than the newer judges and newer lawyers that have been coming in during the rotation when people are retiring. So that's why I'm in Ukraine. It's because of my interest in law school. I wanted to find out what was going on in Ukraine. I've studied politics, I've studied history, I've watched the news, I've watched and read the newspapers and media, and this is an extraordinary event that's occurring. It's something that I just could not turn my back on, and that's why I bought a ticket to get to Poland the day after the invasion, February 24th, 2022. Since then, I've been to Ukraine 6 times, once to Poland for a week to buy generators and go to refugee centers. And I'm continuing looking at this, and I have some real thoughts on what is needed to be done. These sanctions and possible tariffs that are threatened by Donald Trump to start Friday are not enough. It's too slow. Ukraine needs military help right now. Strong military help. It's getting some, but it needs a lot more. More on this to come.